Well, in a statement I never thought that I would say out loud, uh, Audrey has lice. So instead of doing the tutorial I expected to, I wanted to explain what is going to happen in our kisser class because I had a few questions about what ages it was appropriate for, how much help adults are meant to give their children, and adults, are adults welcome? Of course, adults are welcome. Audrey is 5. She is in kindergarten. She made one square of our Bluebird of Happiness before deciding that she was done. And that's fine. You are getting one kit to do in class. And if you do 2 kits in class, that's fine. But my expectation is that we finish one at class and then you have one to take home and do as you please. For adults, you're probably going to finish both of them unless you decide to practice a more complicated stitch. And I think that this class is a fantastic introduction into embroidery when we talk about adults. I am going to be doing a series of classes, as long as they're approved, about embroidery, but I wanted people to know that, this is the basic plastic canvas stitch. I don't use that, not because I'm fancy, but because that doesn't suit my needs. This is what this one, the same with this one, is a long stitch. You can do it at an angle, you can do it up and down, you can do it across, you can do it up and down, you can do it whatever way suits you, and even the wings you can see are done, and that is the simplest stitch. So this is the stitch I'm going to recommend for young children, 5 to 8. If they have better manual dexterity, I would encourage them to do something a little different. This is my little quilting square. So little quilting square, okay? Or you can do some facial contouring, like you can see on some of the other animals. It's a little fancier, I think gives it a little bit of different shading and heightens the experience. Or you can go absolutely crazy and do the basic stitch. It's up to you. You can go super duper complicated and do a very difficult stitch. It's up to you. You can make up your own stitch. This is for you. This is not for me. I'm not taking these home. You are taking these home. And so I want you to make something that you're happy with. But what else? Most people are like, well, what do we do? Well, they are meant to stick candy in them and to be given as gifts to small children. Personally, I use mine for crystal storage. Nom 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 nom. I give a ton as gifts. We have our little St. Patrick's Day lucky gold coins. But children most prefer, larger bills. But still, money's always good. So you can use these, and if you are an adult and you are coming simply to practice your embroidery skills and to learn something different, you do not have to add the amazing googly eyes. You don't have to add Google eyes. You could add bigger Google eyes. You could add smaller Google eyes. You can add, you can change this to however makes you happy. This is for you. This is not for me. So what do you start with? So you're going to come in and you're going to pick 2 things. So say you pick the Bluebird of Happiness and you pick our little chick. You are going to get your squares. These are where you're going to practice your stitches. I'm going to show you obviously how to put them together, but each square, and there's 3, there's the top, the bottom, and the back, okay? So you have 3 opportunities to either make a simple stitch if you have a younger person that you're considering bringing, or you can go as complicated as you want, okay? And I will have the hot glue gun, I will have the eyes, I will have some felt, I will have some puffs, and I'm gonna make you try and cut out. If you're old enough, I'm gonna make you try and cut out so you can kind of learn that skill to take away with you the extra pieces like the wings, the ears, and the crown for our frog prince. You're also going to get to take home your very own metal needle. Why metal? Because plastic sucks. I have broken so many plastic needles, so many, and it is so frustrating. These aren't that much more expensive. I'll be honest with you. These are not that much more expensive. But you will get to take your own home. It is a blunt tip. I mean, it is rounded. I don't know. It is a rounded tip. Very safe. Very safe for children of all ages and adults, even klutzy adults. I know enough. I know. Me too. Don't feel bad. So you're going to get your metal needles. You're going to get your 2 sets of plastic canvas. You're going to get whatever accoutrements you'd like to choose from what I have. We got fantastic amounts of feathers. We got the googly eyes. We got the felt. And I thought about pre-wrapping the yarn, and then I realized adults are going to be able to handle more yarn than children are. And so I'm going to wait to see. It's not going to take that long to unwind yarn. Don't worry, it's not going to take a while. To see who needs what yarn. So I have the big balls of yarn, and then I'll have some extra plastic canvas pieces so that I can give you an example of how to cut out your extra pieces if you have the pattern at home that you're wanting to try. So you'll be able to ask questions about that as well. If you have a particular embroidery stitch that you would like to try on your squares, please bring a picture of it. I can pretty much work things out with a picture. So bring your phone with the picture, and we'll figure out how to do it together if you'd like to do something. Otherwise, we'll just play around. You know, this is just playing around. This is closer to like a counted cross stitch. This is the long stitch. This is like a half stitch. This is the official stitch. And then you can see in between I did more textures, different angles, kind of a braided one with a little French knot at the end. So you can see there's a lot that you can do as an adult in this class. So I don't want you to think, because we're kids. No, you make of this what you would like to take out of this, and I am here to enable you to be successful in whatever you're working towards. That's my goal. So please sign up. We really do only have, I think it's 10 to 12 spots. If you are an adult with a child under the age of 13, you may not drop and run. Don't get me wrong. I love kids. I love hanging out with kids. But I'm going to have to go around and help everyone stitch by stitch, no matter the age, or if you're an awesome embroiderer, I'll just let you go at it. But if you're someone who needs help and someone who is new, I want to give you personal attention, be able to help. And so even if you're just doing the simple long stitch, I had to help my daughter every step of the way. She needed an extra set of eyes, an extra set of hands, and that's fine because it's what we love doing, right? But yeah, there are plenty of things that you can do with your friends after they're made. And again, if you just want something simply stitched, you are welcome to do that. Or you can put giant Google eyes on your friends. It does not matter to me. I want you to walk away from this experience having learned something new and being happy with your output, hopefully with something extra to try at home. Again, if you have small children and if your child is finished, I get it. I have a special needs son. You are welcome to leave whenever you are ready to leave. So I will not be offended. Give me a heads up at the beginning just so I know. You're not like making a mad dash like, oh, this Jess, she's terrible. No, I get it. But please get involved with your children if you bring children. Adults, please sign up. I think it would be hysterical to have a class full of adults doing embroidery on plastic canvas animals, but that's just me. I can do more of these classes if these are very popular, and I'm very much looking forward to the embroidery series. Also, we have our paper and fabric journals coming up. I'm still working on the fabric journal tester. I have so many ideas, and I've kind of frozen in that idea that I don't want to mess it up. So I'm still working on that. I have a whole. The next class would be our pins and charms, and I have been working on testers. I'm so excited. These aren't shrunk yet. These are full size. I made a lot of super cool stuff that I can't wait to shrink. But like this one needs a second coat on the back. And that's what's interesting about pins and charms. You will probably be taking these home because like I did oh man, that's still wet. That's still wet. I worked on these yesterday. This is one of my favorite. So I did the front, and then I had to do, try not to get purple on it. I had to do the silver on the back. can't believe I just got that all over myself. But I got, if you check out Instagram, you can see all these flat. And I'm really excited. I had a really cool idea that I didn't get to work on, and I won't get to work on today because of lice. Thank you. Arrgh! But if you have any questions about the class, please let me know. I am super, super excited to have everyone attend. And if you are a Girl Scout leader or something, I would love to bring this to them. Please let me know. We'll figure out who's buying supplies. And I look forward to seeing everyone. Thank you so much. Come, make a friend or two. Bring one home. Bring a friend to make a friend. It's going to be a really fun class. Thanks, guys.